Hey guys, it's Chris Singh here, back from CNH Small G again. I'm making a another video. This video right now deals with ammunition for your Mosin Nagant and other types of rifles that take the 7.60 by 54R rimmed round, like the PSLs, SVDs, and various other guns that take this round. And from me, I'm giving a video of the two different types of rounds that are currently mostly on the market right now. It's the silver tip and the non-silver tip ammunition out there. Most online vendors like SG Ammo, AIM Surplus, and other various websites have these tins online, and they usually range from about maybe $90 to $120 depending on where you purchase it at, and what the overall shipping cost is and the overall condition of the tins itself. The two tins I had in front of me here are from the late 70s. The top one is 1977 manufacture. It's the silver tip ammunition, and it's you can basically read how these tins are stamped on here. It's 7.62 up in front up there. That's the bullet caliber. Then that's your bullet caliber right there. Then next to that is the bullet type, or I should say the round type as they call it. It's basically light ball, full metal jacket with a mild steel core. That's what this translates into right here for that. Then on the back here, it's a copper washed case type. They copper wash the steel cases for that, and they basically do that as well. And the second line below that is the cartridge lot series, where it was made at, what series it was in, and stuff like that right there too. And the factory 188, that's 188 right here, that's where it was made. It's made in Novobrsk, Russia, their LVE factory. And then you have the decal for the ammunition bullet tip code right there. That's the silver one right there. There's one thing I need to mention to you. They discontinued the silver tip painting on her after, I think, 1977. So that's why this other box I have here, the other tuna spam camera below me, is a 77 as well, except they transitioned from the silver tip to the non-silver tip, I'd say late 70s, like this one has right here in front of me. So don't be surprised if you see ones that have a silver tip like pre-1977, and like down into the 60s have the silver tip, and the ones after the late 70s have a non-silver tipped one up to like about 85, 89, 1990, whenever the USSR broke up. So that's the two different variations they have for these specific types out there. So basically then you go down to the, like I said before, the factory, which is 188, and it has the cartridge production year. That's in 1977 right here for these things right here. And the other side you have the BT, which is the powder type right there for that on these Pacific ones here. It's probably, let me get a better picture of here for this one. It doesn't have a lost shiny reflection back on it for that. So that's your powder type right there. Then your powder production year is the same thing down here. These should basically be identical. These two numbers, the 77 right here for the powder production year, and over here the 77 powder production year as well too. Then you have your 440 weight, or down here the quantity. That's WT, what it translates into Russian right there. That's the quantity, rather than just put like QT on there for most what we put over here. Anytime you get the 7.60 by 54-hour round, it will only be in 440 quantity or slightly under that, because these tuna cans can only hold a certain amount of ammunition, and 440 is the maximum I think allowable part you can put in there for that. So if you find other ammunition online, they do make match grade ammunition, I think back in the 60s, that had only about like 230, 240 rounds in one of these spam cans. The difference was they weren't actually packaged in your typical bag like these ones were right here. You see this one right here, all it is a rectangular shaped pouch. What are we going to call it? The match grade ammunition, it was actually put in like cardboard rectangular shaped boxes inside these tuna spam cans, so it took up about half of the space in there. So if you see match grade ammunition from those made in the 60s, it's basically surplus ammunition. They only have about half of the 440 count, which is around 230, 220. So that ammunition is probably actually a better ammunition because it's brass cased and stuff like that, so it'll basically feed it like butter in your gun. This ammunition right in front of me is still great ammunition. Let me show you what it looks like in these packages right here. Here's the one package. It's the silver tip, as you see right here, and it has the neck around the bullet right here. It has some call it sealant right there for that as well too, and it's head stamped with 1977 on the back here as well too. So anytime you buy ammunition, these big tins, it's always going to be in these little packages like this one right here. You see right there. So that's basically, they have like a little C marking right here on the outside, and they're rectangular shaped. And they have the bullet that's actually annealed on the casing in there too. You can probably barely make that out on there for that. The later 1977 productions, you see right here, the later type right here. Get a better picture here. Yeah, there you go. This stuff does not have the silver-tipped bullets on it. It's basically identical to the pre-1977, except the that one difference right there for that. So it's same type of package right here. The only difference is the case might be slightly different on here. You can still seal the bullets. The casing is annealed down here where it has a big line where they heat treat it, so it doesn't split the neck on there for that. And this particular one doesn't have any sealant around the lip on here. It has the same type of basic head stamp on here as well too. And basically these are virtually identical for all intents and purposes right there for that. So if anybody had any questions about something like this, you can just give me a call here or whatnot. I have decent, or I should say, I have a lot of detailed files and stuff like that on these specific type of ammunition, because I shoot in all my Mosin Nagants anyway, and it shoots great, whether it's pre-77 or after 77. So that's basically what your Mosin Nagant was designed to use from the factory. And you can still use your higher end bullets like your PPU and the other caliber type size, like the match grade, the match extra, and stuff like that for like competition shooting or like long distance or hunting shooting as well too. But basically this stuff right here, it's 149 grain full metal jacket bow tail ammunition. So it's basically small enough. It was actually the smallest size they made for your Mosin Nagant out there, as opposed to the heavy ball like 182 grain, 190, 203, 200 grain. Me personally, I have my M44s. They seem to be more accurate with the heavy ball ammunition, the 182 grain PPU match, or the 200 grain LVE match extra ammunition for that as well too. So if anybody has any questions, comments, whatnot about anything like I have in front of me here, you can just give me a call back. And if you're interested in purchasing any of this ammunition, I do have it in stock over here, and I also can tell you where you can actually purchase it yourself if you want to purchase it at a relatively good price, because like I said before, these prices for ammunition have been going up over the years. And I bought most of these tins back in like 2008, 2009 when it was relatively cheap, but the price has gone up considerably since that time period. So anybody, once again, anybody have any questions, comments, whatnot, just give me a call here if you know my phone number, or leave me a detailed message and I will answer any question you may have. I'll see you guys.